So, Kana, I would like to show you how I make animations. This is Dragonframe or Dragon Stop Motion, the software I gave you. And it's connected with this cable to my camera, which is a Canon. And it's looking downwards to the puppet and the background. So basically, what you need to remember, the important keys to remember, is the enter. This one allows you to take photographs, and the spacebar, which allows you to play the animation. So here you see, here I have it to 8 frames per second, but you can also select like 10 frames per second, 12 frames per second, and so. So anyway, I'm going to take a photograph right now. Okay, so now I'm going to move it just a little bit, well, maybe not a little bit, but a lot, to the left. And I'm going to take another photograph. And then I'm going to move it again. And then I'm going to take another photograph. So when I play it, you can see the movement. So this software also has like this button here, this red button, allows you to have like some kind of skin layers. I'm sorry for the blurriness. But for example, if you move the puppet right now, you will see like the little ghost of the previous position it was in, and that allows for a better movement. Right now we are in the first one, which is this rectangle. Here are all the frames that you are shooting. But to the right we have this little camera, and this has the camera settings. I have it attached to my Canon, so I have to be checking like the sharpness of the image, So this little button, which is like a circle with a cross, gives you a small square, and you can move it anywhere in your image. And then if you press click, it allows you to see like the details of that small part, and then you can, in your camera, focus it, I think there. If you press click once again, it brings you back to your whole image. And here you can play with the lighting settings, with the ISO. Here you make it darker, or you can make it lighter. Or with the white balance, for example, that's very useful. You don't really need this type of cameras. I think that if you don't have one, the program will automatically look for a webcam, and that's enough. I recommend those kind of webcams that have a long cable, or also probably your iPhone. Your phone's camera. That will work. Although I'm not entirely sure about that. Mine has like this cable, which is a battery cable, and yeah, it allows it for it to not use batteries. Just the cable is enough, and I don't have to be moving it, to change the battery. Another important thing is that the camera has to be stable. Not always, but in most cases. So for example, you can work with a tripod, or just try not to move the camera very much. So for a cutout style of animation, you have to have the camera looking downwards. And for that, I constructed this rostrum camera. That's how this is called. I made it myself, but you can also buy it. I think they're a little bit expensive, but Or if you're making, just like a plasticine sort of animation, you can also have it looking to the side instead of upwards to downwards. But it depends on the type of animation that you're making.